Welcome to your Rattan Ring Training. I'm David Welther, and I'm going to help you get started. Now that you have the ring, let's talk about how to use it. Regardless of the martial arts systems that you study, there are some fundamental skills that you want to learn first. Check the description below for more detailed tutorials. I would highly recommend the Beginner's Guide to Rattan Ring. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple drills, different ways of holding the ring, and how to transition from one position to the next. Let's get started. Here are the three ways that you can hold the rattan ring. The first is the outside. I'm going to place the ring on my wrist points, just like that, with a little bit of pressure in and forward. This is the outside hand position. The second is the inside. I'm going to pass both of my hands to the back side of the ring here, with a little pressure out and forward. This is the inside hand position. The third is the weaved. And I'm taking my right hand through one side of the ring, my left hand through the other. This way, I can move the ring forward, or I can move the ring back. This is the weaved hand position. In this first drill, I'm going to show you how to rapidly move your hands from the outside of the ring to the inside. We call this the shoot through. And I'm going to demonstrate with 3 different rings, each one a different size and a different weight. And I want to highlight how that different size and weight of the ring affects this drill. So I'm going to start with a 10-inch specialist ring. I'm going to start with my hands on the outside position. I'm going to lift it up and rapidly move my hands to the back side of the ring, close my fist, and hit my forearm on the inside of the diameter. That's the shoot through with a 10-inch specialist ring. Because the diameter is so short, I don't have a lot of time to move my hands through. So the smaller rings are going to help up your speed game. Now, if I do that same drill with a 14-inch standard Emperor ring, which is about 5 times heavier than the specialist, it's also quite a bit thicker. It's going to change the effect of the drill. So when I lift it up and shoot through, the weight, the width, and the diameter is really going to change the effect of the drill. I can still do it, but I'm going to get a little bit more feedback from this heavier, wider ring. Now, with an extra large ring, like this 15-inch rattan ring, I have even more room to hit my arms on the inside. I also have a little bit more time, so I can kind of direct where my arm is going to hit on the inside of the ring. So that's the shoot through with 3 different size rings. I would recommend training this in like a 5-minute block and do as many as you can. That would be the main way that I would go about training the shoot through. In this second drill, I'm going to show you how to transition your hands from the inside of the ring back to the outside. Unlike the first drill, the shoot through, this one I'm actually going to stay connected to the ring the whole time. With the shoot through, I disengaged and shot through the ring. With this transition, I'm going to start with my hands on the inside of the ring. I'm going to stay connected the whole time. I'm going to roll my hands out. My hands are going to go down, up, and over. And that brings me back to the outside of the ring. Let's look at that again. So my hands, palms out, go down, up, and over. So that's one way to transition from the inside of the ring to the out. Now, some people ask me, can you go the other way? Can you go up and in? You can, but be aware. When you go up and in, you're bringing the ring closer towards your face. You may eat it. Be careful. So if you want to see the opposite way, I'm going to, instead of doing palms down and out, I'm going to rotate my thumbs up. When I do this, I can turn it over and stay stuck to the ring. Palms up, rotate. Palms up, rotate. So here are 2 ways that you can transition from the inside of the ring to the outside of the ring. Again, for training, I like 5-minute blocks of time. I would choose one direction to work on and try to do it as many as I can without dropping the ring. That's one of the ways that we measure our efficiency and our skill level, is how many times we drop the ring within a 5-minute block of time. So that's a good way for you to measure your progress over time. set a 5-minute timer, and then work on your transition from the inside to the outside, sticking to the ring. In this third drill, I'm going to show you how to transition from an outside hand position to a weaved. Notice that I'll be moving the ring from this position here to this one here. We're going to call this the front door, and we're going to call this the back door. So starting from the outside, my right hand is going to go through the front door, and it's going to go in and then up. My left hand is going to rotate and go through the back door and down. And I'm going to do this simultaneously so that my hands do this. Just like that. So just to repeat, right hand, front door, up. Left hand, rotate, back door, down. And then turn the ring so that it's perpendicular to your body. There are more drills and transitions in the Beginner's Guide to Rattan Ring. I would recommend checking that out. It's going to give you more drills and a lot more detail. But this is a good way to move from the outside hand position to the weaved. In this final drill, I'm going to show you how to combine the previous drills into a flow sequence or a rattan ring shadowboxing sequence that you can build on as you practice. So let's start with the outside hand position going to the inside via the shoot through. Now let's go back to the outside by rolling. From here, we want to go from the outside to the weaved. Now to get back to the inside hand position, I'm going to do a single hand shoot through. What I'm going to do is my hands are like this. I'm going to turn the ring slightly so that the back door faces me. I'm going to rotate my top hand around and then shoot back through. And I'm going to try to stay as stuck to it as I can. So from weaved, my top hand will rotate around and then shoot back through the back door, returning me to the inside hand position so that I can return to the outside, which is the beginning. Okay, so let's look at this sequence again. Outside to inside via shoot through, inside to outside transition, outside to weaved, weaved back to inside via single hand shoot through, inside to out. All right, so again, 5-minute block, repeat this flow over and over and over again. This is great for developing that pressure, sensitivity, bridge conditioning, and also hand coordination. Follow along. Let's do it together. Shoot through, inside to outside, outside to weaved, weaved back to inside, inside back to outside. Again, shoot through, outside to inside. Transition, inside, back to outside, outside to weaved, weaved back to inside via shoot through single arm, inside back to outside, which is the starting position. Once you get proficient moving your hands in and around and controlling the ring, you can start adding footwork. You can start building onto the sequence and make a longer, more rewarding flow sequence for your training. Now you've got a strong start. You've got drills that will help you transition in and around the ring, and you have a flow drill that you can chain those things together. This is just a way to get you started. I would highly recommend checking out rattanring.com and the other tutorials that are available there, like fundamentals, the beginner's guide to rattan ring, the circle of death, the invisible chain, and more. These different tutorials are going to highlight different methods of training the rattan ring that you can get the most out of it. But just like any other training tool, it has limitations. Just like a heavy bag, you can't do a arm bar on it. The rattan ring has really specific uses and attributes that martial artists can glean from. So check out those tutorials. They're downloadable. You can stream many of them through the Master's Vault. There's lots of different ways that you can develop and use this tool to improve your martial art training. Good luck.